we got the 6 Warrior Quest Prelude. This was so cool. I love this new game mode. It's giving me very strong Final Fantasy X vibes because you have the option to swap out your party members mid-battle, which is awesome. I loved that about Final Fantasy X, and I love that about this. Yes, we're going to 0 turns this. I would not recommend doing this. This took forever, not only to figure out, but to execute. The fight does not need to take this long. There is a lot going on in this fight. It's hard to really explain because I'm probably going to forget half of it as I'm explaining, but for starters, they change their resistances constantly. Like right now, they are resistant to magic damage, which is why when I used that Sid Rain's call, I didn't even target that one. The one on the right. I targeted the one on the left. The one on the left right now is in this defensive stance where he just takes less damage anyways. Basically how it works, this one on the left, he'll have a red aura and a blue aura. The red aura, he'll take more damage. The blue aura, he'll take less damage. And then later on, at certain thresholds, I don't remember what they are, somebody else out there I'm sure does, he will take no damage until he gets a turn. So you have to let him take a turn in order to do damage to him. And the turn that you have to let him take is a lethal AoE attack. It hits really hard. This robot on the right can turn warp. I want to say when he gets to 80%, he'll do it. And after a few turn warps, he'll do it. He'll also do an AoE attack that is devastating. So you want to have protection, and not just protection, you want to have constant heals. The orb is HP regen anyways, so that's encouraging you to at least do that. But in addition to that, if you get underneath 30% health, they'll basically just one-shot somebody. They will bring your health down so far, that one on the right will, and then the one on the left will come in and just do this attack that negates anything you have. Even Zack's BT effect, if he's under 30% health, he's dead. So you gotta keep your health up no matter what. If I had to select an MVP out of the 6 that I brought, I'm gonna have to give it to Freya because she provided so much for this fight. First of all, she deals with the orb when she's up in the air. Constant HP regen, so you don't even have to worry about it. You can sit there and just stall with everyone else, and she'll still keep doing damage to wear these robots down. And she has last stand for the entire team. So when you're trying to tank those AoE attacks, you're fine with Freya around. Even if she's up in the air, everyone will be dropped down to 1 HP after those attacks. And then you'll heal it back up, no problem. Yeah, I think that Freya is a solid pick for this. I am seeing much more defensive strategies out there. I haven't looked too much, but I mean, this is, it's Snow's debut. I did not get his burst, by the way. My plan was to pull until I got the LD, and then if the burst didn't show up, I was going to just cut my losses. I'm pulling on the Raijin banner and the Cisne banner anyway, so maybe Snow's burst will show up. And if it doesn't, I won't be too crushed about it. But I got the LD so I can finally do the Snow auto farming. I'm very, very late to that party. I don't really want to get started on the Beatrix FR, by the way. I wasn't happy when I saw Snow in there. Everybody knows my opinion on Snow. Like if you've been a fan of this channel for a while, you know how I feel about Snow. I'm not a fan, to say the very least. I think he is probably the lamest Final Fantasy character. Okay, well, no, maybe not the lamest, but pretty close. In recent memory, in recent games, he's got to be one of the worst characters ever. I mean, Guy is pretty bad. Like, the devs didn't even give a shit about him. But with Snow, it was like they tried way too hard to make him cool, and they just made him cringe. I really don't want to get into all the details of it, but I'm not a fan. I guess I could just go over the strategy. Getting 0 turns on this was a nightmare to try to do, but it eventually worked out. You'll see there's so much stalling. I made this take way longer than it needed to, simply for the 0 turns, but it was so fun, and I'm so glad I didn't. I haven't had this much fun with an event in a long time. I really, really like these 6 warrior quests. and I know that there's plenty in the future. So I'm excited for all of them. I think these are great. I absolutely prefer this over friend supports. It's just, you can dip into your roster more and you can combine the strengths of 6 different characters. That's amazing. So once we get that, who are you? Get the hell out of here. We are getting to a point where we're going to do some massive stalling, but I need B to take a turn first. Because right now, okay, it's 59%, I believe. When you cross over 59% health on the one on the left there, he won't take any damage at all until he takes a turn. I believe he does this twice with the blue aura. The only reason that Rem is here is to give me turn control without adding turns to the count. And do a little bit of damage while she does that. Pretty soon we're going to bring Freya out, though. We need some Freya in our lives. Absolutely. For now, we're going to just target you. Yes, I know that's no damage, but that's just so we can get a little closer here. That's just a brave attack. I'm not worried about that. I don't remember if Garnet has Warp Step. I think she still does. I think that's what that 1-turn buff is right there. Pretty sure that's Warp Step. I don't even remember what it is I do here. Clearly I was thinking long and hard about what to do here. Press a button. Okay. That's right. I wanted to get shields up in order to tank that attack on the left. But I think I might have brought Freya out beforehand. Pretty sure I did. Okay. Nice and healthy. Yeah, see, they both want to hit us with some shit. No thank you. We gotta let you attack. But before we do, I think it might be Freya time? Yes. Okay. So cool thing about her, if you just see 65 twice, you will have your jumps ready and you can just pop in the air without adding a turn to the count. It's beautiful. First, we're going to apply this Leo call. I noticed something about the Leo call, by the way, which I found very strange. So you know how it does the that secondary HP dump? That's 10% of each HP dump that you inflict, which is pretty sweet. If it's a single target brave HP attack. That's how it works. Okay, so now we gotta let Rem heal up just a little bit, because she's gonna die if we don't. So this is just to get rid of debuffs, but I don't think we really needed it. Actually, no, this is for debuffs and for additional healing, but I think we have enough healing going on, so that was probably overkill. Might as well just use the other one. Add some more regen. C65 stall. Okay, now Rem is above 50. So last stand will take effect. But Zack can't act or we'll add a turn, so we gotta get him out. You have 1 turn on it. Beautiful. What did I even press? I don't even remember what I did. See, this brought me back to when I first learned how to do this 0-turn stuff. Because and this isn't me trying to brag, okay? It's just the fact of the situation. It's to the point now where I can do standard 0-turn runs without even checking my buffs, really. I can just tell what I have, and I kind of just got it into a rhythm. But this completely changed up the rhythm, which I thought was so cool. Thank you, Freya. That would have been death without Freya. They went right through the Warrior of Light Shields, and that would have fucking killed us. But Freya's got our backs. Okay, see, right now they're completely resistant to physical damage, but we still have enough battery to just kind of cut right through it, so it's not gonna matter. Let's just use all of this. Really, it's just about stalling, so that Freya can do as much damage as possible while she's up there. And we've only just begun our stalling. It's gonna get so stupid in a second here. You will see exactly what I'm talking about. We can't swap with Freya. It's gotta be Noctis. Gotta be Noctis. Look at us hitting ones and look at it not mattering very much. It's pretty nice. I do not have Warp Step, which means we gotta use plus variant of Shooting Star. Not add a turn. Yeah, see, it doesn't matter that you aren't taking Brave damage at all. We're still putting work in. Okay, now we stall. I wish Garnet was here though. Actually, you know what? That would have been bad if Garnet was here. No, it would have been too much damage to the one on the right. Or maybe not, actually. I don't know. Maybe it would have been faster if Garnet was standing here instead of Noctis, but I didn't have much of a choice. Okay, I probably should have mentioned this way earlier, but they get into this stance where they just sap your health. And remember, if you're under 30, the fight's basically over. They'll just crack you open and kill you. Wanted to bring Selphie back simply to reapply her debuff. She still had one turn left to Warp Step. I planned that intentionally. I got her out while she had one turn left on it, so she could come back and reapply. I keep forgetting the name of her debuff. Whatever. So she could come back and reapply her launch debuff after the one on the right cleanses it. Because he did cleanse it a second ago, but now we're good. Yeah, see, it was kind of impossible to leave Garnet out here for too long. But yes, more stalling. And it's paying off. Like, look how much damage we've done already. Look how much damage Freya has done already. It does take a while, because it's just like one dump on everybody. Until Garnet does that. We've even stalled out of her burst effect. She only has one turn left on it, which isn't great, but it worked out fine anyway. Okay, now we're really gonna stall. Now, some of you probably already know what's coming. If you saw me run Kane's debut, you know exactly what's coming. As mentioned before, this orb is nothing to worry about with Freya in the air. As you can see. Actually, I think even if she's on the ground, it doesn't matter. As long as there's HP regen, the orb isn't really much of an issue. And Freya just has that, so nothing to worry about. Right now we are going to use up all of Selphie's skill 2, her C65s, and pop the EX whenever it comes up. To just wear them down even more. Mainly that one on the right, because he's gonna get to a point, I don't remember where the threshold is, I think it's 20%? 20 or 15, might actually be 15, which is a weird threshold. They did finally give us the threshold markers on their HP, which is cool. I'm glad we got that. That's gonna help out a lot in the future. Riveting content, isn't it, guys? Selphie just dancing around, throwing walls up. Like, top tier gameplay. Ridiculous. She's got a little bit left, and then she's done. After she does her stalling, Selphie will not be back. That will be that at that point. This is also working out perfect because the one on the left is in red stance, meaning he takes more damage. So Freya is basically capping every time she does this. Close enough anyway. Zack we have barely seen, but he is very good for this fight. Just not how I wanted to do it anyway. So I think she can see 65, and then that is it. Then she's got to go. Okay, this right here finally concludes the Selphie stalling. Finally. That took forever. And that right there is the only damage lost. That quick sap on Selphie before she leaves. Couldn't heal that up. Like, there was no way. But it didn't matter anyway. It clearly took me a minute to... Yeah. See, you could tell I'm stopping and thinking a lot more than I normally do when I've played lately. So, this is such a welcome change. Stuff like this. It's so different. It's much more unique than what we've been doing before. And in an era like this, I think it's just a great addition to the game. It finally felt fresh doing this, and I love that. Thank you, Zack. That was a lot of very necessary damage. But now we're in a weird spot because we cannot hurt the one on the left, and we are in the summon. But we can bring A down quite a bit. What I want to do, though, is I want to bring Noctis and Garnet back in place of Zack and Rem. So that way we can reapply Warp Step to Garnet and apply it to Freya for the first time. Because she hasn't needed it. In fact, she probably didn't need it here anyway, but I ended up making a mistake. And it worked out perfectly that she did have it on. Because otherwise she would have put a turn up. And we don't need that. Okay. From here on out, this is the squad. Wait, no, it's not. Zack has to go. Noctis can come back. So once that happens... Wait a second. I really wish the one on the left could have eaten that too. That would have been nice. By the way, why does the one on the left sound like a frog? Why is he ribbiting? Like, I get it, he's got little froggy legs and shit, but... Like, who designed this thing? Like, they must have put like a little, like, froggy voice box inside of this fucking thing, which is really weird. Very weird design choice. I mean, it's clearly a weapon meant for killing people. It's got a big ass fucking turret gun on the top of it, and it's meant to just like walk around and shoot at you. It's giving me like Jeff Bezos vibes. I don't like it. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this. I think I started to and then got distracted. But that Leo call ability, even though that one on the left right now can't take damage technically, that extra 10% still takes effect, even when they aren't taking damage, which I thought was kind of cool. You'll see it happen. Or maybe you've been seeing it happen. But I should have targeted A when I used my jumps, because that would have put Freya behind in the turn order, but can't do that now. Okay, so now we'll do it. Because before it was like I had Warp Step on, I used it, I targeted the wrong one, and just jumped right in front of him. So Freya just jumped up and then jumped back down. Which is not what we want. Freya needs to stay up there. Okay, but now we are good. This is also the first time I want to say that I just straight up let the Noctis burst effect go away in a fight. It works though. It totally works. I was brave attacking in those launches before because perfect. Freya killed him with the spears. I was brave attacking in some of those launches before for that very reason. I did not want to kill the one on the right. Wow, I can't speak. The one on the right, while this one couldn't take damage, because then it would have fucked up the whole run. It would have just kept jumping in front of this thing, wasting Warp Step, and then inevitably taking a turn anyway. But now we're good. %. We have one left. Look at that. Absolute perfection. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we got the Noctis follow-up again, finally. This means Garnet can bring it home with one of these. Press it. You got one left. This was challenging to do it this way. This is, yeah, quite an odd team for a stage like this, given the mechanics. But it worked out, and it was super fun to pull this off. I would love to see who you guys brought to this, and I want to hear about strategies in the comments. I want to hear about combinations that we weren't able to do before. Like this just sounds really cool, and I love every second of this. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.